Hello YouTube, Brad here back with a quick little video. I got caught out during the week with a little hill here we're about to go down. The infamous Mount Ousley. Nice little view there out over the Blue Mountains, north towards Sydney. Yeah, Mount Ousley, I always thought it was up western Sydney somewhere. I didn't know it was where you drop into Wollongong, and we had to come into Wollongong to get some steel on Monday afternoon, and yeah, it was faced with the steep drop-off that is Mount Ousley. So we are going to venture down it momentarily once we get there. Basically just a little video of how to tackle a hill like that in an automatic transmission truck. In this case it is an FH16 Volvo. It is a 2020 model, so we do not have our gear stick or our gear select at the seat. We've only got the push buttons, the R and A and your plus and minus, plus something important for this one is the A button that has the hold feature on it. So we can hold her in the gear, because anyone that drives an auto knows all they want to do is go up the gears, even though you're going up a hill or down a hill and you want to try and either keep the revs up, or in this case keep them down a bit. So a little bit of an instructional video here, how to, which obviously for the Kenworth fans, I think Eaton's the only one that do manual boxes now, and the Kenworths and whatever other trucks, I think most of them now are all autos. So, and that's the auto of the make and model, where it's Mercedes, Scania, or in this case Volvo. So if you are a Kenworth fan and you love shifting gears, then this is not going to be the video for you. More than welcome to stop here and check out the next vlog. But I do apologise as well, as I'm moving into this truck. There are a couple of little rattles and things I still need to sort out, including the fridge that doesn't work, but we'll get that fixed. So we're going to start going down here. We're going to go down a gear, which will bring us down to 11th. We're going to hold it in 11th. So we've hit our hold button. Speed's 80k an hour, which we're doing, and all we're going to do is feather the exhaust brake on the steering column here. So at the moment we're on 1. I'm going to pull her up a bit because it's 75, suggested speed limit of 75 k's. So we've gone to mode 3, and that's just holding now at 77. Luckily it's just a advisory speed. Go back up to 1 and let it roll out a little bit, since we are empty, which is one going to help the trip down and take us off hold, because we want to go up a gear. Probably should have left it in hold, but because it has gone back in the top gear, even though we're only doing 80k an hour, and it just wants to lug up this hill, which we'll let it do. Princess Freeway looks nice. It is 5 o'clock on a Friday afternoon, so the traffic coming out of Sydney was not the best, but good to see. At least down this neck of the woods, the Princess Freeway looks like it's moving pretty well. So we'll take this opportunity to welcome in our channel members, channel supporters. Thank you very much, guys, for your support of the channel. It does mean a lot, as I say in each video, and yeah, let the fun begin. We did a video for the members that was out this weekend that showed coming up Ousley from that Monday, but yeah, luckily we got to do it at the end of the week again, and we get to go down. So going off Monday, I'm going to go down to 8th gear, which is now brought us to 40, and again I'm just going to feather the exhaust brake between 1 and 3. 3 does pull us up a fair bit. We'll see if it happens this time. Monday when I come down here, the drives broke traction a bit, and this problem with these Volvos, as soon as you break traction, it cuts the exhaust brake out and off you go. So this is us, the infamous Mount Ousley. We got Wollongong down there and the coast. Not so much of a nice clear day as it was on Monday. Not sure why he's out in the other lane. I've only heard that these speed limits are enforced a lot. I've heard stories of drivers come down here and coppers trying to book them because they've seen their brake lights come on. I'm not 100% certain on the law, but I've heard that these hills where you are restricted to 40k an hour, you're not allowed to touch your brakes. If you have to touch your brakes, then you're not in control of the vehicle. And the problem with this person that the copper tried to fine, I think he's in a new K200, and they now do what the Volvos have done for a while, and as soon as your exhaust brakes activated, the actual brake lights flick on for a little bit. So it looks like you're touching your brakes, but you're not. So cruising along, we're doing 34. We're going to sit this grain tipper. His curtains, top curtains back, so I'm guessing he's fully loaded, but we're just tucked in behind him. As the next lot of traffic comes down, we've got a truck and dog coming down behind us. And that's all I'm doing, is going from 2 to 3, or in this case 1 to 2. Being empty, you'd probably want to go down the 7th gear and stay on that 3rd setting. Whoopsies. And it doesn't have to just be the cops sitting here looking at you. There are speed cameras down here as well that will catch you if you come down here too quick. And then here we've got our safety ramps. I believe there's 2. That's the first one. Then we've got another one at the bottom of the next run as well. That, yeah, if you've been on your brakes, we need to move over. You stay there. Now I've still got it held in 8th gear. I'm not going to change that because we're empty. It's going to have enough torque, and we are going downhill to have it power out. Once we get past these speed cameras, I don't know what this guy's sitting in between 2 trucks for. Maybe not a local. Well, P-plater, so that's probably half it. Why'd you do that for? Lost out. No, I don't want 9th. So then it tried to go down 2 gears because we're on a downhill run. So until now, this is the only major downhill I've had to do this. I've come into the back of Canberra once into Queanbeyan, and it had a hill like this, and again I was empty. But the law does cover all trucks, whether you're empty or loaded. So just cruising down 35. And if there's traffic held up in this lane, then there must be 2 trucks side by side down here somewhere. I can only guess, because there's no right turn off Picton Road here unless you want to go straight into a mountain. But the truck just holds holds us here. If you're loaded, if you're a B double or worse, a triple, then yes, there's going to be, you'd be down a lot lower. You'd probably be down in 4th or 6th gear. Again, it's just something you're going to have to work out when you come over the top of the hill. Just select the low gear, have your exhaust brake on 2. If it wants to keep going, go on to 3. If it still wants to keep going, brake and go down a gear, and then try again. But we are getting down the bottom here successfully. It doesn't help that there's roadworks down here and slowing traffic on a 60k zone through the traffic down here, so that's going to slow things up a little bit. But it'll be interesting to see where this interchange goes. If Picton Road will then go straight ahead and get onto the Princess. No, we're on the Princess Freeway. I don't know. There's another road that goes up to Sydney along the coast. I think that's the Princess Freeway. And then there's going to be another resting bay there. Which you look at that and think, how'd you ever end up at the top of that? But geez, if you lost your brakes or something and come down in a hurry, you wouldn't feel good living in that red brick house up there anyway. So we're going to take her out of hold because we're on the flat. And our 60 zone, the underpass, and that is driving an automatic truck down Mount Ousley. Again, it was only going to be a quick one, so thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I hope you learnt something, can get some information out of it. There might be other hills near you. Toowoomba Range, I think Toowoomba Range is a similar thing. But yeah, any of those big hills that have got speed limited descents, that's how you get down it in an automatic truck. See you next time, guys.